Joke, stone look shattered like shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling timeout. Around and find out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from the Windy City. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spend most of my life on it. Trying no left, been out here for like 8 years. Come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bushes, run up cash, double back, baby. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy, the king of my city.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Torrey Taylor, to do the honors. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Love this. Tight end getting a run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He's got Smith again. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. This is Barkley working the right side. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now here's Williams. Got a man. Loveland has it. There he goes. Right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears run the length of the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37. 1st down, a run with Barkley. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 19,
Throw here, 3rd down. It's his running back. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Brad Robbins will kick it away. He has it at the 22. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff for such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, Williams. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from the gun. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had the balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start with 2nd and 6. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Great, set. I know you are. Going silver, right?
From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Barkley off the pistol give. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, takes more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. If you're lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts yet again. Throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Set.
And again, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. Takes it in at the 26. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. New set of downs from 37. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And they shove him out. Looks like he got around 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Lead us to the 27.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. It's a sneak. Hurts. He's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Buckley. Has a big hole left. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. That ball is loose. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Now Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then some positive yards.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hit and set out after about a gain of 1, 2 yards there.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. It gives some credit to the effort it took to make that catch, a whole bunch of bodies around it.
Second down now, they need 7. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Offense to the line, second down.
Great, set. 180. Tiger Hornet.
It's Hurts once again. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Great, set. Crown left Yeti.
To the air on third and long. He's going to try another deep one here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Brad Robbins on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second 10. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. Found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No, touch.
Hurts setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, it's way too much risk for that reward.
Let's go. Trim it. Out.
Throwing here, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. It's away, and not a great kick, angling right toward the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw by Williams. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
What is up?
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. We're working a couple yards past the line. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Sending him on the dive. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Great shot.
Hurts on 1st down. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
180. Hey, Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Got his man. Watkins has it. And they get this down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Finds Barkley underneath. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. The design run. Hurts fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Gain of 26 yards there. And it'll be first down Bears.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Swift. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown. Von Leslie now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down throwing from Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Hurts throwing again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. This drive begins with a jet sweep. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
The give here on second. Open space inside the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Williams on the play action. Complete out to the right. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be first down Chicago.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now we're on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
And no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So Jackpot Lesney's on in a high-pressure spot. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Leslie able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, when you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Toss play, Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Leslie now down the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long. They're going to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. That'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bears get it back after making their completion.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears approaching win number 7 on the year. All set to go now from the 35. They'll run here on first down. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
I guarantee you this, Kate, if you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing: set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good job there defensively to set an edge before that toss could get going.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They're drawn up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He's drawn up for him. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brian.